Hello, this is Coffee Hound Retro Sharka. Welcome back to Nostalgia Nibbles. We take a light bite of a retro game, not a big bite, just a wee nibble for 30 or so minutes. A Sharky showcase, if you will. On today's menu, we have another of my absolute favourite MicroProse flight sims from the golden age. Nice to the Sky. Yeah, this was the one. Maybe Gunship, well, alongside Gunship I'd say, but I think this is the one that I played the most of, and have, when I think of MicroProse flight sims, Nights of the Sky is the first one I think of. It's the one where that my dad and I bonded over as well. He introduced me to, well, kindled my interest in military history, and yeah, World War I history especially, and yeah, we played this together, shared tactics together, and yeah, it was like one of our games for a while, and yeah, I want to take a look at it with you for the next half hour or so. I say so given that what happened with F117A yesterday went on to 50 minutes. So, well, that was including a tragic first flight as well, plus extra rambles. So, right, here we are on the title screen. We've gone back to the heady days of the early days of aerial combat in 1916. And here, if I bring this down, can I bring this down? Option, press the selector. Oops, well, we got, we pressed it there, World War I. That's fine, that's where we wanted to go anyway. Original disc and drive, that's fine game, don't worry. So, as with many other MicroProse flight sims, we start with the roster. We'll erase a pilot. Oh, and we'll start off as Corporal. Can we get Sharka there? No, we're gonna have to also we'll use shorthand name Sharka Valkyr, and we are being British. This is one thing that stands out from its rival of sorts, Red Baron by Dynamics. You can't choose a German pilot. From what I've heard in the past, there was plans to release a data disc, expansion disc with German pilots on, but it never came off. So we got a choice between British and French. Well, we'll choose British. Difficulty will go for 2. I used to play on like 3 and 4 eventually. So we are creating our new player, enlisting in the Royal Flying Corps and being posted to France or Belgium. Let's see where we are. You have a random starting position, which airbase you start on at the front. It's usually it's either Verdun or Belleau. This kind of thing will be familiar to anyone who's played MicroProse flight sims, where you have a little hub like this, and you fly randomly generated missions, mission after mission after mission. There is no overarching plot or story. It's basically you tell your own story through these randomly generated missions. But one lovely thing that this game included, I don't remember seeing in any other MicroProse flight sims, is that you get little snippets of the war. You get ace challenges. Your squadron might get moved away. Little events happen that give you a sense of the progression of the war. But basically, your main objective is to stay alive and climb up the ranks and gain medals. We'll look at portfolio. So this is the aces. The aces flying, so... And you become very familiar with these names. Some very famous pilots here as well. Bulky, Rudolf Berthold, Max Immelmann, as in the Immelmann turn. So right now there are only those aces there. It's still quite early on in the war in terms of aviation and air combat. So, Sophia, visit the hangar. And because it's early on in the war, early on the air combat portion of the war, our choice of planes is quite limited. There are only 2 viable fighters for us. In this game, anyway, there are a lot more variants and fighter types actually around, but this game only covers a selection of them. You got the Arco DH2, which is a pusher prop plane, propellers at the back. It looks, compared to the Newport 11, it looks a bit antiquated, but it's actually a good fighter. It's actually my preferred plane to start with, so we'll accept that one. And we will now fly a mission. So when it says decoding mission orders, it's basically randomly generating a mission for you. So we're flying in the early afternoon on May 1st, 1916. Let's see. A Hun depot is to be bombed today. You will fly with an RE-8 Cottrell until it returns to base safely. The bomber will fly over Ypres and Menin. En route to Cochrane, you must protect him. So we've got an escort mission. Let's just accept that. You can decline it if you think, I don't want to do this type of mission. You can decline, and the calendar marches on a little bit, and you get another mission. I don't think there are any repercussions if you decline a mission. I must admit, I used to decline some of the escort ones, but we'll give it a go now. We press O for engine on because our escort is there we go. We're ascending. Whoa, no. We bled off too much airspeed there. These are remarkably slow planes compared to modern day or even World War II era fighters. So you have to go extremely careful with them. And yeah, this is still a lovely cockpit view. It gives you a real feel for being there. And yeah, you get used to seeing it riddled with bullets pretty quickly enough. Let's see our map. Have we our northeast, northeast. Can I just pause this? No. Yes, I can pause. Right, I'm going to just pause for a second, bring up the keyboard summary. So I want to see where our planes, if we can find it, because there's like a tactical view in the external. So here we are, we see some, oh, there's our escort, look, tactical view. So we can turn. Oh, is that an enemy plane? I think that's an enemy plane. Yes, it is. I think that's a 9-decker. A Fokker Eindecker. A mono-winged plane. That was the standard one for quite some time. Oh. There's our, there must be an allied one come to join in. If I remember correctly. Yeah, we can use the tactical view so you can have a bit of a lot of the time, it turns into basically aerial jousting and jostling position, spiraling around each other. This does not bode well if we've been bounced already. We've only just taken off. That means he's behind us. Oh. Maybe if I kill my throttle. If we can... Ah! This is there you are. Let's try and... Oh. Well, that was a tough, quite a tough situation to be in right from the start. We nicked him there. And now we're in trouble, I think, because all the enemy attention is on us and any allied planes in the air assisting us above the airbase. So we can get you. Damn it. As you can see, our altimeter has ceased working because it's taken damage. The damage modelling on this is quite something. The flight model is simpler compared to games like Red Baron 2, where you can actually like rip your plane apart if you do too tight turns and put too much stress on the airframe. It doesn't replicate that, but it does have Night in the Sky does have some quite lovely damage modelling. If to your control panel and plane functions. Control panel, I mean cockpit. Imagine that, a biplane with a LCD control panel, touch sensitive, and firing depleted uranium bullets. What a schizotech. I think that might be a friendly one. Let's kill our throttle there and let it pass. Gotcha. Ha ha ha! Got one. That must have been the second one now. Aha. So we can see a replay. I think it pauses the action there. You can see, yep. Ah, second one, yep. We got the second one that flew over. Your avenged escort. Yeah, this is one reason I think I probably didn't, I always skipped escort missions back in the day because they are quite difficult. Let's see if we can sucker another one into, it's a risk. As you can see, bullets rizzle horrendous. And as you can see, our ammunition stores are limited. We carry 500 rounds, and that's it. And that's kind of generous compared. I think that's probably generous compared to actually historical, where your the amount of time you could spend firing was very limited. You had to count every shot. Can't just pay and spray. Bullets everywhere. Let's use the tactical slot view. Always Harriet. I can't see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no. Whoa. Okay, so. Okay, there are still fights. There is still fighting going on. We have to be careful now because our ultimate. We have to use judgment now to determine how high up we are. So there's a fierce dogfight going on over here. Gotta be careful not to shoot. Right, that'll be the one. Ah, so we winged him. Fierce concentration here. You do have to make adjustments for the frame rate as well. You make very gentle movements. Yes, again, I'm using the my HOTAS. Yes, got him. I'm using my HOTAS X Thrustmaster for authenticity. As you might imagine, leading your shots is important, is key, because you have to account for the velocity and distance. You can't just line up the enemy in the crosshair, because chances are by the time the bullet gets there, or the round gets there, the plane has moved on. We're nearing the trenches. When you pass over the many missions require you to pass over the trench, over the front lines, and you have to take extreme care for flak, which is batteries of anti-aircraft fire. Bombing view, no planes in range, so yeah. Before we head back to base, I think that's probably been enough action now for one episode, even though we failed our mission. We'll take a flight over the front and see if we can find any enemy balloons, observation balloons, to take down. I think the 2 kills we've scored will rub salve on the wound with our commanding officer for losing the escort plane. Hopefully the pilots bailed out, because bombers were usually the only ones at this time. No, actually no. I think, yeah, I mean this is crazy. But at this time, early on in the war, I can't remember if they'd implemented it right now, but pilots did not have parachutes. I don't know, can't remember what the reason was for the German pilots, but our pilots, because our high command was generally a mad lot. Seriously, Blackadder was not that much removed from reality. They wouldn't give pilots parachutes, because they thought it encouraged cowardice and ditching their planes. The only air crews that had parachutes were observation balloon air crews, which is absolutely crazy when you think about it now. Speaking of a balloon, that is a German one. And there's a flak booming beneath us. Oh, it's not alone. We didn't cause enough damage there to take it down, but we raked it with fire as it flew over. And again. We haven't got enough airspeed there to climb. Can we get you? Turn. Slow. Turn. No, we've lost it. We're in trouble now. I can see quite a few planes. Enemy planes, so let's... Yes, we need to head west. Yes, it's still working. We'll try and get back to home base. This was quite foolish, really. Just gallivanting over the front lines into German territory. I don't know how many planes we got behind us hammering away with their machine guns. It sounds quite a few. There's one of our observation balloons. Right, we'll come in and land and not risk our skins. We've got 2 victories under our belt. Again, we have no altimeter working, so we have to judge. Nope. And we can see there's fire going over us. Well, we get... Have they made a... Well, we got one of them. I don't know which one now. Right, that's a bonus. That's how low we are off the ground now. Well, we've landed. Let's see if we can taxi. There we go. Ah, there we are. Please, please don't wheels don't fall off. Just a little bit further, please. Did our wheels fall off? I think our wheels fell off, and please don't say we were captured on our own tarmac. So rolling along the ground, Dex is stalling the Echo DH2. Its wings fall off. Your mission was a failure. Your country depended on you to obey orders. Please, mercy. I killed three victories. Ah, see, this is one lovely piece you get, little news reports. So, Englishman down by Boca. Sources report that the Hun pilot Oswald Boca won another victory over the names of the Alliance near Weathering. His confirmed score is now 15. The rumour that is that Oswald Boca has painted his Fokker Eindecker light grey. This seems to be an identifying mark of his squadron. He was spotted in a dogfight near Lille. So you get little bits of rumour and gossip there. So if in subsequent plane missions, if we spotted a light grey plane, chances are that's Oswald Boca. Yeah, at least we made it back. So yeah, the minimum number of kills you need to, victories you need to obtained to be counted as an ace is 5. We've got 3 victories there, which is 75% of the way already. So that was quite a mission. We lost the escort almost immediately after taking off. Managed to weave our way through dogfights, taking down three vicious Huns, and our wings fell off as we came into land. At least they didn't have to drag our fuselage very far. So I think with that amazing air adventure, I think we'll call it a video so we don't run on too long like yesterday. But yes, it's still an absolutely wonderful game. I'm really glad that MicroProse has returned early this year. It was like just a bolt out of the blue, just MicroProse coming back. And it's got the blessing, from what I've read, it's got the blessing of the original founder and people involved in the past. And from what I've seen on Twitter, they seem absolutely authentic to the MicroProse of old, basically reinvigorating old IPs like the new B-17 game coming out. There's something that reminds me a lot of 1942. Yeah, it's in good hands. I'm really looking forward to the first of their games coming out and seeing what this new 21st century MicroProse is going to do for us. It's exciting again. And so is playing this again. I really hope you enjoyed watching me sail through the skies with the greatest of ease. So yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this nibble of a wonderful golden age MicroProse flight sim. And you join me for the next one. But until then, this is Coffee Hound Retro Sharka signing off.